We're talking about a cashless society for this video. And before I talk about the latest and greatest story, and boy, let me tell you, this is one of the latest and greatest. Let me just encourage you to go back and listen to some of my analysis on the G20 and the G7 as they were talking about a global corporate tax. I think it's something you should listen to. Go back and listen to some of those. I'll see if I can find it and maybe post it onto this actual video if you're listening on YouTube. But I want you to understand how significant things are changing. First of all, you need to know this. In the book of Revelation, chapter 13, it tells us that we will not be able to buy or sell. Not we. We'll be raptured, by the way. But those living on this earth will not be able to buy or sell unless they accept the mark of the beast. Now, I have always said that the only way that that can happen is if we go towards a cashless society. Now, we have lots of countries that are creating rules that are pretty much making it almost impossible for currency that is cash as we understand it to continue on. In the United States of America, for example, they continue to print like crazy cash to be able to pay for things that they want to pay for now, not really considering the detriment that's going to take place later for later generations. But recently, I like to call him the Biden regime, has actually chosen to make a law that basically says, or to promote making a law that basically says that if you have anything beyond $600 in your bank account, any transaction beyond that or a balance beyond that, they want to know about it. And they're going to mandate that banks report on it. Now, the banks see the writing on the wall. The banks know that this is coming, hence the story that I'm about to talk about. And that goes into the subject of the central bank digital currencies. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, central bank digital currencies. It is the bank's answer to the sort of Bitcoin discussion that's been going on. And let me take it a little bit further. It allows the banks to start a war on cash and to continue to necessitate its removal in order to be able to function correctly. By the way, let me just simply say the number one motivator for banks doing this has everything to do with their bottom line and their profits. They know that if cash continues to be the currency that's being used, they'll never be able to adhere to the laws that are going to be imposed upon them, and thus they're not going to do so well because they don't have the financial resources necessary to be able to implement such tracking. So, what's the answer? Get rid of cash. And that's what we're going, the direction that we're going into. Folks, let me just simply say this. This is exactly what we know needs to happen in order for Revelation chapter 13 to take place. We know that the Antichrist is going to set himself up in the temple. We know that he's going to demand to be worshiped. And understand this. We will need to be in a cashless society in order to enforce the very rules that are in front of us. By the way, there are a lot of banks that are thinking this way right now and that are, let me just use the word, colluding with countries in order to make this thing happen. As a matter of fact, I'm reminded of a new rule that they're wanting to put in place where you get this credit card that you actually buy, and the credit card is charged with money. It's considered to be what they call a green card. I'm not talking about citizenship, but it's a green card. It helps you with your I don't know what you call it, your ecological points, your credits, your social credits that you get for buying things. Well, here's the way it works. If I want to go and I want to put $50 worth of gas in my tank, then these people determine what is too much and what basically allows you to create a larger carbon footprint versus a smaller carbon footprint. And so you might go to put $50 of gas in your car, and all of a sudden, the next time you go put gas in your car, the credit card will decline because you've already used up your carbon rations. That is the kind of control that they are looking for, folks. That's a direction we're going in, and get ready because Jesus is coming. And all the signs are there. The leading indicators are showing us about this thing. We need to open up our eyes, folks, because it's obvious the imminent return of Christ is literally around the corner. Keep your eyes on him. Fight the good fight. Keep looking to Jesus and understand, folks, he's coming soon. God bless you.